Now that we have some ingredients, we can build a batch recipe. A batch recipe is simply a group of ingredients put together to create a new ingredient. In a pizzeria, batch recipes are typically dough or sauce and used with other ingredients to build your menu items. To get started, tap on the menu icon in the top left and select Batch Recipes. You can see that we have no batch recipes on our list now. Tap the plus icon in the bottom right. The general info screen will ask us for the recipe name and description. The description field is optional. You can see the dashboard across the top with cost per portion, and batch cost is currently blank, but it will calculate as we build the batch recipe. We will call this batch recipe Pizza Dough. We can leave the description blank for now and move forward by tapping Next. This is where we are going to enter the portion unit, yield, and select our ingredients or other batch recipes to build this recipe. Let's complete the steps. The portion unit is how we use the item, or in other words, how we portion this recipe in our menu items. For dough, we will select ounce. Yield is a user-defined field. The app does not calculate the yield based on the ingredients that you put into the recipe. In this example, we know the batch recipe creates 1,324 ounces of dough. Now we will click the green button to add our ingredients. Select the ingredients used to make this batch recipe by clicking on the plus signs on the right. In our example, we will use high gluten flour, sea salt, instant dry yeast, olive oil, and water. If needed, we can add other batch recipes or search for ingredients if there's a long list of ingredients. Click on Done in the upper right corner to add the selected ingredients to your recipe. Select the amount needed of each ingredient by pressing the plus sign to add in increments of 1. If you only have a couple, it works great. But our recipe calls for 800 ounces of flour, so we can type 800. There are 800 ounces of flour in a 50-pound bag. Continue to enter the portions of the other ingredients. Sea salt is 16 ounces. Instant dry yeast is 8 ounces. Olive oil is 20 ounces. And water is 480 ounces. You can see as we entered the ingredient amounts, the dashboard across the top has been updated. The cost per portion is 2 cents per ounce. The batch cost is $20.34, and the yield is 1,324 ounces, as we entered. The cost per portion is actually 1.5249 cents per ounce, but it is rounded to 2 cents for easier viewing. The actual number of 1.5249 cents per ounce will be used in the calculations to get the most accurate costs. When we have the batch recipe complete, tap Next to move to the procedures screen. This step is optional, but provides an opportunity to build a procedure that you can print or view in the app. You can build up to 9 steps with pictures that you can take from your mobile device or select from your library. In addition, you can insert a link to a video. There is another video tutorial dedicated to this procedure. For now, select Save, and our batch recipe is complete. Pizza dough is added at 2 cents per ounce and $20.34 per batch. You can edit the batch recipe by tapping on the name, and you will see 3 areas spanned across the screen: General, Cost Building, and Procedures. You can tap the name of each area or swipe left or right to move between the 3 areas. Tap Edit in any area to make changes or update costs or procedures when necessary. Tap the back area to return to the main batch recipe screen. From here, you can swipe left for more options, including Update Recipe, Duplicate Recipe, or Delete Recipe.